I draw my pick. Hi. Hey guys. Me again, Lazy Dude 99. So I'm bored. I gotta go to work tomorrow and I'm just bored. And I wanted to do a video, so I don't know. Thought I'd just do a video on what got me into comics. Now, I'm going to have to tell you a little story before I show you anything. In the winter, the month of November in 1996, my house burnt down. It was a pretty nice house, not as nice as this one, but it was, and it burned to the ground. And so, me and my family of 7 had to go up and live in my grandparents' summer home, which is a very small house and has only one bathroom. But I'm not going to go into all that. But what was there was in one of the old rooms, me and my older brother found a comic book. And here, I'll show it to you. I still have it. Give me a sec. It's in here somewhere. I'm not the most organized guy in the world, and I'm definitely not second place either. Let's get it. Come on. Or did my brother have it? No, I'm pretty sure I had it. Okay, oh man. It's a mess. Come on, where is it? I'll need that later. Come on! Sorry, I'm gonna stop. Okay, this is it. This is a very old comic, and it's not in the best condition. But it's the best condition I could keep it in. Yeah, I don't know how old this is. I never really checked for dates, but there was that comic that me and my older brother tried to keep in good condition. And you think, maybe one day it'll be worth something, but we don't think so. And then there was this comic. It was Batman and Superman comic, and this was a pretty thick comic. And it had not good stories, but interesting stories. These were still in the old, old chum sort of thing, but they were still Batman comics. You can read them and show Batman has his detective skills and in this. And there was also a Justice League comic. The villain in that was Brainwave. What he did was, I don't have it anymore. But I remember what he did was he gave all of the Justice League a disability. Unfortunately, in that one, Batman was kind of knocked out for the picture, and Superman was blind. The Flash only had one leg. Hawkman was asthmatic. Which me and my brother always found funny. He's flying around, gasp, gasp. And then let's see what else. Oh, what else was there? I was trying to remember who else was in there. I don't remember. But in that one, Flash did something cool. But I won't get into that. So yeah, those we probably read over and over and over again. Just it was the only comic books we really had. And, so, these were, we kept on reading these, and there was a few others, but they weren't really in good condition either. And then, the years passed, I grew older, and, was at a garage sale, and there was this comic book there. It wasn't as old, but it was still old. And it was very cheap there, about like 25 cents. So I bought it, and here we have Word to the Wise. It was a Batman Joker comic book, and the reason why I liked it so much was, well, it was in Canada. And it didn't look like you... Yes, the whole plot of this story is the Joker's looking for this contract that, if signed on the right day, will actually give him legal property over Canada and the United States. He will be able to own it. It's pretty entertaining, but is also unrealistic. I mean, for one thing, he lets these two kids go with him on extreme danger, into extreme danger. And even though they're just kids, in Toronto, he lets them travel all the way with him in Alberta, because the two of you do know a lot more about Canada than I do. Oh, they make a stop at Zellers, which I find is pretty funny. Which is also one unrealistic thing. Batman makes a stop so they can all get Alberta souvenirs. And then they go on them to find the Joker. No. But still, it was a pretty entertaining comic book and got me reading it, and also it was kind of funny to look at the Mounties. They're in their red uniforms. This is why I always like to see Americans try to put what they think Canada is, because, like, hey guys, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police only put on those red uniforms when they're like in a parade. Or like, they don't walk out in the streets marching on them and going on horses saying, "We always get our man." No, that's for special occasions. They don't walk on the street like that. They're not like the guards in England who just stand there in those stupid hats. Heck, I don't even know if that's accurate, but yeah, this book also has a lot of those morals where, oh, you should read your books and stuff like that. But I was still mildly into comics. Like, I read them over and over again, but it wasn't that big of a deal. But then there was Mickey Mouse. I'm serious. I found this. It was this library that was selling this comic because it was in. It's a big book here, like, it's a very thick, full of comics, and it wasn't in great condition, so I got it cheap. But these are good comics. Like, a few of them are, you know, just silly, like Mickey winning a horse race with a horse that was supposed to go to the glue factory. But some of them are actually quite serious. Not serious. They're still Mickey Looney, but, like, here, I'll show you. Like, you see in this scene, Mickey has a gun. In this scene, he and Goofy have a gun. In this scene, Mickey has a cannon. In this scene, he's getting shot at in a drive-by. Now he has a machine gun. He's gonna be hanged. I mean, he has a whole arsenal. And I love these. These are, like, nice comics. They are silly and goofy. But they still have some. They're more fun. Like, I don't think you've ever seen a Mickey cartoon where he's carried a gun. But here it's more loose free, and the villains are more evil and stuff like that. It was a fun comic. It got me more into comics, honestly. Then there was moving on was a few of the Batman animated series comic books, and then it happened. War Games. Now, my cousin, who, if you've watched my videos, you've already seen, he's also known as the Angry Rescue, he was getting into comic books, and he knew that I liked Batman, so he got me this. And this is where I really thought comic books were really interesting. Because it's like, here, I'll show you this scene that really got me. Here, right here. Batman's like taking on a coliseum full of criminals. Well, he's not alone, but he's taking on an entire building full of criminals. Now, that I was just like, holy crap. And I read this one tons of times. I want to see what goes on. People say, oh, don't war games. You see Batman as the ultimate jerk. I don't care. This is one of the biggest things that got me into comics. And the final piece that made me go full throttle was Batman Hush. Now, I had read a few others, but they didn't really push me forward in comic books. It was when I read Batman Hush that I became a full-fledged comic book fan and comic book collector and buyer and stuff. I went all out from there, and I knew certain things before because of special features and in a Batman movie and stuff. But after, and I'm almost out of time, so I just want to say, well, thanks for watching.